Can the Sundance hit really be as good as they say it is? Let's talk about that. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Movie Emporium's movie review of Polite Society. This film is directed by Nida Manzoor. So Polite Society is this film, this action-adventure, fantastical world-looking film about a young girl named Riya, who's played by Priya Kansara. She's very much infatuated with the world of stunt work. She has an idol that she idolizes and stuff like that. Her sister is played by Ritu, who plays Rina. Very much, appreciates what she does. She very much pushes her into doing this, there's films, videos, and stuff like that. And in the process of everything, Lena's character ends up falling for this individual named Salim, who is basically the son of this woman who's played by Nimra Bucha, who plays Rila. And what ends up happening, Ria's character starts to suspect that there may be more to this woman, Ria, and the family. On top of everything, she has a couple of friends who try to infiltrate and kind of take down this wedding, while, as we start to think, maybe Ria's just a little jealous and a little sad that her sister's leaving because she doesn't want to play, stunt woman anymore and stuff like that. And so it becomes a story about how family and how things change as you get older, your idealisms and stuff like that change, and it ends up, once again, because this is a fantastical film, the things that Rhea is suspecting may actually be true. So I won't give any more than that because I really think people should watch this without spoilers in a lot of respect. So with that said, this is one of the bigger hits that came out of Sundance. It was a film that was well regarded, well respected. A lot of people were, comparing this a little bit to like Everything Everywhere All at Once with this fantastical nature. I was looking forward to it. The trailers are really, or at least the one trailer that's been put out was really good. I like the idea of taking an idea of like stunt work and stuff like that and using it to full effect, using it as a kind of a MacGuffin in a lot of respects for a film. But I also like the idea of like using different cultures and stuff like that to kind of relegate the, kind of putting into an interesting perspective of like how people view different things and how people react to different things when it comes to the world itself. So I was honestly looking forward to this movie, and so I was excited when I got a screener for this. This movie's coming out very soon in theaters, and so with that said, now that this movie's releasing, what is my honest take of this movie? I found this movie wonderful, to be fairly honest. It's not perfect. The fantastical definitely goes way too fantastical at some points. This movie actually leaves realism after a while in this movie, but everybody in this movie is absolutely on board with what they're doing. It's fantastic. But I love Lena, I love Rhea, I love the sisterhood that they have. It's very, the comparative nature of like how different they end up being when it comes to how they start viewing the world as they get older, I think is absolutely wonderful. I think Raila, who's the main kind of the mother of the son, I think she's absolutely wonderful. The standout of this movie outside of Rhea and stuff like that. I think it's a movie that just works on the fact that it feels very authentic with its world, but also allows the world to be very fun and very energetic and very goofy, but also have an aura about just how it views its world and how it presents its world, in the simple fact that like when we get older, our views change, which is always a fascinating thing to see. So for instance, when Lena finds Salim and she starts kind of falling for him and she kind of wants to have kids and have a relationship, I love that. But I also like the fact that there's an underlining like angst about how she wanted to be an artist, how her sister wants her to continue her art world work and stuff like that. And I just love the idea of like, following your dreams and chasing your dreams and never giving up on your dreams, because once you give up on your dreams, there is always that missing piece of your life or missing piece of your soul that disappears, and you always long for it. And that's what I love about this. I love that Rhea just doesn't give up, and she's always trying to find ways for her sister to get it out. But I also love that she makes mistakes. I love the idea that she is trying, but she kind of is not realizing that there are different things that come into effect when it comes into life and how life works. I love the fact that, she starts to see kind of weird under things about Raila's character and how that acts and how, everything that starts to play out, even though it's fantastical and it really feels like a very over-the-top silly film in a lot of respects, it still has some heart, and that heart really works into full effect, and I really love that about it. I love the supporting cast. I love the the friends that she has, even the bully that's in this movie, who's played by Shona Babayemi, who is the kind of the bully character in this movie. There was a movie called Rushmore. I'm sure a lot of people have heard of it, where this character is very similar in the trajectory of that character, but it's a lot of fun. It's not like overly intense when it comes to the bully nature, but it's a character that is just enjoyable to watch, and that's just this movie in general. It has a lot of heart. It's very chaotic and very crazy, but it also just feels really real when it comes to like how people are basically put into a box when they start to get older, and how they're forced to do certain things. And it's not just in the Indian culture; it's every culture in general, where you feel like you have to step into this segment of your life, or you feel like an outcast. And I love that Riya tries to push Lena back into the out of the box to be what she wants to be and what she should truly be, and she's conflicted and stuff like that. So the nature of what Manzoor, the director, is doing in this movie, compared to how she has to kind of balance everything, is really fantastic. So once again, just kind of the negatives. It's not a perfect movie. I do think it gets very fantastical when it tries to go into like what feels like a very I would go B grade action film in a lot of respects, but it doesn't take away from the intense nature of the fun nature of it. It has some things that are just a little wonky. That's all. It's not a bad thing. It doesn't take away from how wonderful this movie is. And I definitely recommend it if you love stuff like Everything Everywhere All at Once, or any movie that has a young dreamer or somebody who just feels like they could just expand the world and stuff like that. Everybody's wonderful in this movie. So, but anyways, with that said, that is going to be my take on Polite Society. Once again, it is premiering in theaters and then eventually on VOD and stuff like that. But yeah. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching. In the comments below, did you see this movie? Or are you going to see this movie? What do you think overall? If you have or have not seen it, or all that good stuff. Otherwise, if you like what you see on this channel, hit the subscribe button to join Movie Emporium. Hit that notification bell. Top to Fun's coming next. If you like this video, awesome. Hit that like button. As always, we'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.